the CFU 2026 Club Shield, brought to you by the Caribbean Football Union.
We'll probably find the weather. Again, as we welcome you back here to the Bolden Stadium, where we're getting ready for day 2 of the CFU Club Shield 2026. Of course, a first round clash between North Leeward Predators and S.C.S.A. Eagles.
Matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
So once again, we want to welcome you back to the Bolden Stadium as we're getting ready for another big day in the Club Shield tournament. 2 interesting teams, one out of St. Vincent, the other out of Saint Martin. And again, we want to thank our sponsors for making it happen. Thanks to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, the TTFA, host for the 2026 CFU Club Shield, streaming on Blue, Flow's premium streaming service, home to every 2026 CPL T20 match, Premier League, Champions League, and more. Ask your local Flow representative how to subscribe today. The 2026 CFU Under-14 Challenge Series Boys is up next from August the 16th to the 23rd in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And again, these are the starting lineups for today's encounter for the North Leeward Predators. Of course, Samuel Bristol, Javier Chance, Terrence Williams, Adine Charles, Kanija Joseph, Kobe Mingo, Courtney Franklin, Deal Spring, Deshat Simmons, Cyrus Bentic, and Kishon Durham. And for the Eagles, Chantro Wilkin, Timothy Astrocarajo, Naomi Crooks, Augusto Salva, James O'Meara, Sandra Jacob, Khalid Tavernier, D'Angelo Thompson, Adriano Wilson, Aaron Jones, and Laxley Parker. And now we get ready for the arrival of the teams.
Welcome to the teams of North Leeward Predators and S.C.S.A. Eagles for this 2026 CFU Club Shield match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for both teams. We begin with North Leeward Predators. In goal, number 1, Samir Bristol. Number 2, Javier Chance. Number 5, Terrence Williams. Number 7, Adine Charles. Number 8, Kanija Joseph. Number 9, Kobe Mengo. Number 10, Courtney Franklin. Number 19, Deshat Simmons. Number 26, Sidroy Bentic. Number 27, Kishon Durham. And the captain is number 12, D.L. Spring. The head coach is John Williams. Now the starting lineup for S.C.S.A. Eagles. In goal, number 22, Chandler Wilkin. Number 3, Timothy Astro Carrillo. Number 4, Naomi Crooks. Number 8, Augusto Calva. Number 6, James Omer. Number 9, Sandro Jacob. Number 10, Khalid Tavernier. Number 11, D'Angelo Thompson. Number 12, Adriano Wilson. Number 13, Aaron Jones. And the captain is number 17, Loxley Parker. The head coach is Ilari Burton. The officials for this morning's game: referee Mendy Pierre from Martinique, assistant referee Clinton Daniel from Grenada, assistant referee Audric Cabarrus from Guadeloupe, the fourth official Jose Corporan from the Dominican Republic.
And so we're getting ready for the kickoff in this one. Remember, it's the Northern Leeward Predators up against the S.C.S.A. Eagles. The Predators from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the Eagles from Saint Martin. So two teams obviously hoping to advance to the next round of the competition, the round of 16, which coincidentally kicks off tomorrow. So there isn't much rest. Obviously, the teams that played today will play until Sunday, and the ones who played yesterday, well, they will be the winners will be returning tomorrow to face off against, of course, their predetermined opponents who are already sitting and waiting for them. So I'll say good morning to Sid Gray. And Sid, again, good conditions. It's starting to warm up now. It was a little bit cooler this morning. We know what the heat did yesterday. But hopefully there might be a little bit of cloud cover about, so that might help the situation for these teams.
Good morning, Ruskin. Today seems to be a little bit overcast, so I think maybe, but you see the sun is still peeping out.
Yep.
It may be a bit humid still, but the players have to manage the heat and do the best out there today.
I think we saw some decent goals, some games yesterday, I should say, And of course, we felt that we should have had more goals, but we'll see if that changes today and if these teams can adapt quickly to the conditions. And when we say conditions, we saw that even though the field is heavily grassed, it still has a little give on it, and players have to adapt to that. Hopefully, they'll adapt with their footwear, first of all, because that was a big, big issue throughout the day yesterday. So quickly, they're trying to close down that space there ever so slightly, but the men in blue, the Predators, are trying to attack them as quickly as they possibly can, which is probably a little far cry from what we saw yesterday, especially in the first two games where the teams tended to try to slow it down and
Try to
move
feel,
it around.
Yes, try to feel out the opponent.
Yeah, but the Predators, they don't seem to want any feeling out process. They are in the business of scoring goals and doing so quickly. Here's another opportunity here as they try to build ball, and we see a player got struck in the face, it looks like, but he seems to be okay. And we're back playing again. And this is more like it now as they bring it all the way around. Here's Brooks looking for options ahead of him. And eventually having to bring his man down. Spring, the captain, is not happy. Really took a tumble there.
That was a hard one.
So they continue to play. And again, look at how they try to move the ball from right to left. That should have been a first-time ball. The moment he stopped to check, I don't know if he was checking to see if the man was making the run. One, either the gap closed, or two, he had to take a second touch, and that was too late. By that time, as they say, the opening closed, and closed quickly.
That split second
make all the difference.
Got the speed of the game. That split second could cost you the game. Could make a goal or even
problems here. This could be interesting if he could get the shot off. He does, but it's a weak one. I don't know if he was trying to shoot it or he was trying to pass it, but it really didn't come off the boot with any kind of power at all. They're still in problems here. And the goalkeeper is in no man's land, really. Again, they try to apply the pressure here, Predators. Eagles having difficulty getting the ball out of their danger zone. And
the Predator is hunting.
Yep.
So seems to be going after the Eagles. Trying to get that early goal.
Yeah, you know how that could kind of settle teams if they can get something early. This one is going towards the goalkeeper, and it's just a little too strong. But the goalkeeper, again, seemed to be at sea a little bit there. He wasn't sure. He had to make an adjustment and to go backwards, and that's always more difficult when you have to run back and as opposed to coming forward to take the ball. But if it's one thing we've seen, these guys kick the ball very hard. In fact, they hit it so hard. A lot of times they outshoot or they overshoot the target. And not to mention the long throws we saw yesterday. We've heard so much about long throws. I think yesterday we saw, for the first time in a long while, genuine long throws.
Yes, that was really a set piece.
Yeah, throws hitting beyond the back post. That's a real weapon, If you could perfect it, and especially if your teammates know what to expect. That's good football. Excellent defending as well. Trying to snuff out any opening. Again, looking around, looking for options.
Right.
Captain
Overhit again.
Yep. It's like a recurring theme. I wonder if they're not accustomed to fields this big, so they in their mind they're thinking they have to hit it hard for it to reach the target, and as a result, they're overhitting them on many occasions. Again, look at how they're just backing off. It's almost like they're setting the trap for them, and as they play it, they start to close them down and limit their options going forward.
I think the movements need to be much more precise.
It has to be quicker too. They can't wait to let them set up. See, look at how slow he's taking. That ball should have been moving, going across the face. It might fall for him though. The header was not a particularly good one. And here they go again, just turning it over. And maybe that's the problem. When they try to play at pace, they make too many errors. And they keep turning the ball over. Here we have another player going down.
I think he was struck in the face. This is a dangerous position here. If you can get this delivery right, whipping this one into the box.
Yeah, this is an excellent opportunity here now. They have to make these set plays count. We have just 8 minutes gone. This is a good time to get that early goal, and it's a good tackle. Yep. To kind of recycle the ball now. Another strong pass, pushing his man way out. But at least you could see the intention there.
I think the players are struggling with the pace of the pitch. They are really overhitting these balls, especially when they are playing it on the ground. It's really overhitting.
And there's no need to. At least play it accurately to your teammate, and even if it gets there quickly, but get it there. Quite often they look there again. He watches teammate, and that's not even a 10-meter pass, and yet still he missed him by a long way. So they just need to just relax and just do what they're accustomed doing. Play how they're accustomed playing. Nothing changes.
I think they just need to have care on the ball, have patience.
So we have another opportunity here. The referee just not sure what they say. Maybe it's a ball they need, a different ball maybe.
Well, there is no ball, boys.
Oh, well, we had 2 yesterday, but they're behind the goals. They were there yesterday, and they were hiding behind the goal, looking for any kind of shade.
I've now seen one of the ball boys coming out.
Speaking of shade, here's an upshot, but it's no real threat there. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing somebody behind the goal.
Yes.
Behind the advertising board.
Yeah, he's so short that.
Yep. And he's looking for shade. He's hiding behind it. Anyway, you can get a little shade. I don't know if there's any to be had though. The sun is directly overhead.
Giving it away again.
Yep. It's very, very common.
Ooh.
He almost knocked him over. Now this is a good break here now. They have to be smart though. It cannot be a ball in traffic like that. It's going to be very difficult to penetrate. Good football now, looking for options. But again, that ball having to travel such a long way. The defender can read it easily. So another free kick, Terrence Williams now. But he is going back to goalkeeper Samir Bristol as they look to build it out of the back. And this is the captain Spring, Dale Spring.
Good play coming down on the left-hand side there.
And he keeps going. Can he get the cross in? Does get it in.
Great defending there. Good position.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of wing play. because it forces everybody on defense to have to adjust when their player is going to that byline. Look at how all the defenders are back there.
Seen the long throw here.
Yeah, let's hope it's another long one. It's a fairly good one. Not as long as the others. There's another shot coming in. Looking for something. It's not going to get it there. That's not a bad ball. Again, they can't get it out, the Eagles. And well, that's an important miss because it released the pressure somewhat by getting it to the goalkeeper. And it certainly looked for a moment there that they were pinned in their own half. Wilkin to get it up. He decides against just clearing it at upfield, and instead Astramario is the one trying to control it. Gets it in the midfield now. Let's see how they play. That's another good ball because it's going to die and stay in play. This is good football, but no shot as yet. And finally they get the shot off, but it was blocked. And this is good from the Eagles, but that's not the pass there. That pass has to be a little more precise.
Good piece of skill there by the goalkeeper.
Yep, it's risky, but it worked. And he's probably happy that it did because he played it over the head of the attacker. And that could have gone very wrong. Any number of reasons. Jones. Is he going to go by line? He's still going. Can he get the cross in? And his left foot is similar to mine. And nothing doing there. You know, Sid, one time I was playing with, when I was the captain of Malvern, we were playing, and I noticed we only had right-footed players. We had no player. The one player we had who was left-sided was Keston Nanko, and Keston was kind of, you know, in and out. He wasn't playing every game, and he didn't want to because of his work commitments. So one day I told the coach, I said, listen, we have to do something about it because we're not sure we get in a left footer to just walk through the door. This is another opportunity, but that's good defending once again. And so I told him, I said, well, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice playing a left. Here's a man over on the far side. He still doesn't see him. Neither does his partner. And again, because the man who was wide and unmarked has now positioned himself infield because the player's gone down the left side. So he's coming from that right wing position. And now the opportunity has been lost. A chance here now. That's a great ball. And he's just sneaking offside. In fact, two of them ran offside.
Just sneaking offside there. I think just a touch too late.
They have to learn to play that ball first time. That didn't need a second or third touch. All he had to do was just release the man. You must see him moving. And in fact, it was... I was listening to Arsene Wenger recently. He was saying, the top players, they probably look 6 or 7 times to see how the situation changes around them before they even get the ball.
And you must always know your surroundings.
Yep.
Always
know where your defenders are, where your opponents are. And of course, know where your teammates are, or especially. So now the Eagles just slowing it down a bit. And I think this is probably better for them because we've seen this stuff like that far too often.
Running offside. Taking too long to see the run.
2 and 3 touches, and by that time, and look at how high, and by now they should realize that the defense is playing that
very high
line. Yeah, one ball will beat everybody, but you have to do it and do it quickly.
Midfielders has to be the one making those
the run, yep. And you could beat the offside trap, but again, you just have to be smart about it. And you could actually lure the team in, and then the diagonal ball could work beautifully. to beat an offside trap, because then you're just bypassing everybody and you're leaving the ball in the air long enough to allow your teammates to get under it. Problems. Really, it hit his chest like it hit a wall. Now if you could get the cross in, and not from that angle, it's very difficult to beat the man from that angle. And that's the captain there, Spring, going down that left-hand side. Actually, it wasn't Spring. Way over on that far side. That looks like Joseph, Kanija Joseph was the man. Spring was waiting for it, but he never saw the men inside of him. Good ball again, trying to exploit the space down the line. And not for the first time, we see Williams taking a tumble, Terrence Williams. Bentic to Williams, and back it goes to goalkeeper Bristol. And he goes on the other side. Xavier Chance is out there.
Simple mistakes again. Taking his eye off the ball.
There has to be probably a little bit of nervousness on the part of some of these players. I would imagine this is a big occasion for them. There's a lot at stake here. You win, you advance.
This one just lumped down into the middle.
Again, nobody in particular.
Ball keep turning over, very regular.
Yeah, that's a two-footed tackle. Luckily, got away with it. And that's a good ball. Now, options here for Franklin. Decide he's going to take on the defense, but that's not the weight that you're looking for.
Turning over again.
And that's another good ball, but again, it has to travel much too far. And the defense, though, still almost got caught out with it. Opportunity here for Bentic. Looks up, sees that he has support. That's a good ball. Goalkeeper, though, is going to come and claim it. And he does well. He read it all the way there, Wilkin. Here they go again. That wing play is very, very effective so far for both teams. They are able to get the ball out on the flanks of the field. And it's what happens when they get it that has been letting them down so far. The return, the balls, the crosses haven't been as efficient as they need them to be. The Eagles bench looking as relaxed as possible. They'll be happy. They haven't conceded yet. 19, almost 20 minutes gone. More importantly, I'm sure they would like to win or score early. Here is Breel again making his work. Spring gives it up all the way back. It goes over to Chance. And they're off to the races down that side. Durham.
Offside again.
They have to be mindful. It's one thing to be running forward, but you have to read what is happening in front of you. You haven't seen much of Mingo. He's been thereabouts, but the ball just keeps bouncing around him. The big number 9 in the middle. And once again, and being held there all the time, Terrence Williams, every time the ball goes forward, he seemed to be in some kind of a collision on defense there.
It seems to be ping-ponging around the ball. No one is just getting hold of the ball and trying to keep the ball as long as possible, moving it around, shifting the team, find the opening.
Yeah, here's Adam Charles now trying to do precisely that. And they get it up here to Franklin. He's gone. That's a good ball, but too straight. And the goalkeeper, taking no chances, decided instead of maybe retrieving into his area and trying to catch it, he decided, look, I'm very effective with my head, and took it down on his head. It's a real tough ball. The man is right in front of him, but he's trying to lead him into space. He led him into the defender and the tackle.
Yes, there's really no care on the ball. They're just playing the ball in the general direction.
There's Bentic. Taken
But
down
turn.
there. Yep, goal.
That's goal.
I was just talking, we haven't seen much about him. And Kobe Mengo opens the scoring in the 22nd minute of play. And it's 1-0 now to the Predators.
That's a good take there and turn and shot. Having a slight deflection, I believe. Having the goalkeeper going the wrong way. But it was a brilliant take and turn and shot.
Yep, and you didn't need much room to do it either. Again, remember it came from a throw-in here, but it's what caused the throw-in in the first place. And and here is Bostic with the ball. Quickly, so 1-0, and I'm not surprised that we had a goal, although a lot of what we saw might have been a little frustrating and disappointing for the coaches, because both teams, they had decent approach work, and then one ball or a ball that doesn't really find the target, or they take too long to release the man. And we've had what 3 offsides here already from the Predators side. And on the part of the Eagles, a lot of passes are being intercepted.
Yeah, because there are not much patience on the ball. They are just kicking the ball in general direction. Yes, they might see a player just place the ball in there. Not enough care. If it's one thing I've always learned growing up or playing in my day, is always have care on the ball. The ball is the prized possession. If you do not have the ball, you can concede. If you have the ball, you can score. So the ball is the prized possession. So you have to take care of the ball. That is the main object. Take care of the ball. So if you have the ball, you must try to find your player. It depends on where you're passing the ball. And if you are passing the ball in space, you must read the speed of the ball onto the player that is coming onto the ball. Not just pass it with pace. You must have general care.
And you also have to weigh it against the defender as well, the location of the defender. What's the probability of your teammate getting to the ball first as opposed to the defender doing so?
I think these players are just passing, they see the play, yes, but they are not taking the care. Seeing the play and just need to just have a concentration on the ball to pass that ball.
Yeah, and what we've seen also is, because they're probably learning systems, coaches are putting in a system to operate in or within, and because the position that they're playing requires a certain, those are the rules that you have to play. And because of the rules, sometimes if you're playing in a midfield position, it means that you pass the ball. It doesn't mean you pass it when it's not on. You have to make sure that the ball is in fact on, and you could play it at that point in time. If not, look for other options. As the case may be.
I'm not saying maybe the surface is playing a part, because maybe some of them have done this kind of surface.
And you have to give Predators credit, positioning themselves for precisely that, right where they can intercept the ball repeatedly, and it's causing all sorts of problems for the Eagles. Can they now finally get something going? And again, look at the numbers, the blue shirts. They do have a chance here, though. Shot blocked. And another opportunity here to get something going. This might be the chance that they're looking for.
The spin.
Yeah, taken away there quickly by Chance. And they just seem to relax. They just left the man all alone there. And now they can bring it out. Opportunity here to get it to clear his lines quickly. Durham.
The silly mistakes. Causing them to lose the ball. Silly mistakes.
This is good patience though. And not
giving it away again.
After you took all your time, and this is what we were talking about. You make the pass in relation to where the defender is. The defender was always going to get to that ball first. This is good football. Now we're looking at Spring.
Offside.
And
running too early.
Yeah, and I think they possibly told them during the hydration break there that this is how you beat the offside trap.
Yeah, but
you have to wait. You still have to wait.
Yes, but even though you want to beat the offside trap, you have to have patience, and still the pass as well has to be a good pass.
And it has to be an early pass. You can't run and then wait, hope the pass catches up with you. The pass has to lead you into the gap behind the defense.
This is much better. Patience. No need to rush.
Yeah, and it's such a good surface that they really should have no complaints. In fact, they should relish the opportunity to play on a surface like this. That's good football. Just a little too strong. And again, Sid, you're seeing how some of these players are probably now learning these systems, because when that ball was played forward, the man on the left wing was still mashing the line over on that side, and the ball was on this side, close to the line here for a long time.
Needs to be coming in.
Yep, so that the one in the middle could come across. So that loose ball probably would have just fallen straight on his foot if they were really following the play the way they're supposed to. And again, they're cutting the angles, which is good to see, because they know those passing lanes are the only outlets that they may have. So 29 minutes unofficially, because we just had that hydration break there. And so they'll probably make that up in time added on at the end of the half. That's a good flick. Can he return the favor now? Very strong. And again, just the promising moves, but it cannot be two good passes or two good plays and then you give it away. You're better off just holding on to it and make sure, which is what he did there. He didn't just try to kick it. He held on to it, and even though you got to knock sometimes, that's what it's going to take, because you know guys are going to tackle. But now he has a free kick, and they still have possession of the ball.
Players into the box.
Yeah, here's Calvar. Not a bad ball in. It doesn't get to the yellow shirts though. Which is what you want. You want the ball just probably beyond that back post there, where you have 3 and 4 yellow shirts lining up there. Give them a chance. And it's a late whistle, but again, trying to show the play in the middle of the park, and I'm not sure. This player just changed his boots, and he fell down with the ball there. So I'm not sure what boot he changed from in terms of the pegs to what he's wearing now. But you cannot be slipping and sliding in the middle of the park and giving away the ball so easily. Luckily, there was an infringement. off the bar. The goalkeeper left it, thinking it was going out, and it almost surprised him. Well, because that could so easily have gone in. He judged it and told himself, oh, that is going out. And next thing you know, it clanked off the bar and stayed in.
Nice judge. Oh, silly foul. Going away from your goal. Just send him back.
Yep, you just have to hold him, make sure he doesn't turn on you, and keep him going backwards, going back to his own goal, towards his own goal. And just those touches in there, just now. And so many of the players are sliding and slipping all over the field. And they're doing that in critical areas of the field also. The defenders are sliding and falling, and the attackers are also slipping and sliding. But 1-0 it is in favor of the Predators. Kobe Mingo in the 22nd minute. Simple play there, Charles, getting it wide. He's going to get it back here.
Trying to do too much. Just need to hold that up.
Looking for options, not finding any, having to go back. And careless, very careless indeed. This could be interesting here, and not powerful enough.
Giving it away. As I said before, Ruskin, there's not enough care on the pass.
Yeah, Simmons never had a chance.
Yeah, like that pass. Just needs to play it a little firmer into the striker. Let him touch. Let his touch take care of the ball.
Yeah, Kobe Mingo, the goal scorer, was hoping that he would get a good pass.
Has to have some confidence.
So a chance here for Franklin to get the ball in. He has a fair number, 6 blue shirts in and around the area. 1 close to the keeper. And they maintain possession. Predator with a chance to reverse it. And Franklin again. That's a tough ball because it's beyond everybody and it's curling away from them. So again, you could see the ideas, it's the execution that is letting them down at the moment. Chance again for them to make some headway down that right-hand side.
Eagles is not pushing enough people forward.
Yeah, they're a little bit sparse in midfield. And that's a decent ball, but again, it's so strongly hit. It's almost impossible for his teammate to catch up to that one.
That's a regulation pass. I think should have found his player there easily.
And not only that, he didn't have to hit it so far in front. He could have actually picked him up because, like I said, nobody's marking him out there. Just hit it to his feet and allow him to control and turn or pass, whatever he chooses to do. Still with a chance. Opportunity here. He still has the man wide, but he opted not to use him. And as a result, look at what happens. The ball is going the other way and he's like upset because the ball touched his own man. The pass was meant for him to run onto it. It just took a deflection off his own man, or his teammate opted to play, to touch it, and that took the chance away from him.
I think the heat here is taking a toll of the Eagles. You can see them, their body language, and the way how they are running and playing Ruskin. It seems to be struggling a bit.
Well, it will tell, because this is only the first half, and they just had a hydration break. So by the time they get to 60, 70 minutes, who knows? We'll see if they can manage it.
A lot of walking on the pitch here, Ruskin.
Thompson
giving it away again.
Here is the skipper doing very well, taking it away. Spring keeping possession, and this time he's offside again. So he has to time that run a little bit better, Durham, over on that far side.
Coach will be very upset with him.
Yeah, and there's no need to really, because he could actually stand there and see when the defense shifts, so that he knows if he's offside or not. But once he takes his eyes off the last man, then he puts himself in trouble, because he might very well be standing in an offside position because the defense moved.
Good turn.
That's a good ball, because it's played early, and the header again is not a good one. Once again, it's like he was in two minds.
Poor touch again.
Release him. And this is better. Can you take him for a run here now? I think that's exactly what he was trying to do, but he ran off the field with it, which is amazing, because you have all this acreage in front of you to come off the line.
Good strength.
Yep, get away with that. But again, he's not releasing the ball.
Giving it away again.
Early. Goalkeeper comes and tidies up there, Bristol. Good control and nicely done there by Brooks.
Should be offside.
He's loafing there, as they say.
Ooh.
I'm surprised that the flag didn't go up.
Good.
But easily anticipated here, and this could be problematic, because there's a man liming out here, as they say, Simmons, loads of time and space.
Good goalkeeping.
Yep. Probably not the best choice of pass, that is. So they've could see the intent. It's like we said, the execution is probably what is letting them down right now, especially Predators, because they could so easily have had a couple more chances on goal. But they have about 5 offside calls against them.
Asking, look at how he's standing on the left side. He's just standing, not even checking back, then to go.
Move the defense or something. And the key here is that he's
giving it away again.
Yep, and not only that too, he's standing there. He's standing almost with 1 foot on the line, and he's on this side, on the opponent's half. He might be better off standing on his own half. So even if they play it and he starts from there, he still wouldn't be offside, because he was starting in his own half of the field. Brooks does well.
Seems to be very suspect in the back there.
Yeah, they're managing. Let's just put it that way. They're not confident on the ball. It's almost as if you kind of take what you get. with them.
Giving it away.
Yep, that's good work there from Thompson. And took it, as I said, took it from on the field and took it off the field. Tavernier, not able to really get into the game as much as he would like. And that's better. That's so much better because now you could sprint into the area and just hook it back now. Tried to save though. Good save from the goalkeeper. He went for the shot. He didn't try to cross it.
Spread himself big.
But that's better. That's so much better from them. Unfortunately for Jones, he's feeling the pinch there. And it just showed where maybe that should signal to him that when you do it a particular way, the result is so much better.
His first half and he's already cramping.
So what it also suggests to you is that they have to learn, on their feet. That is, see how the game is being played, and then you make those adjustments, and you make those adjustments quickly. But right now, I like how they play the ball. You know that is the ball that they want to play because they want to beat the offside. So they're going to play to the flanks of the field. He just has to be ready for when it comes. But you really only have to anticipate when it's going to come. And then as soon as it's played, he's off to the races. There's no, as you say, there's no maths in this. This is simple as you could get it. Hold your line, don't go offside, and then just wait for it to be played. And once it's played, then you're on show, as they say.
And when you get those opportunities, you need to put them away as well.
Yeah, because that was a good run, and he timed it beautifully. The ball was a good early ball, and everything worked out well for them, except the fact that they didn't get the goal. Spring taking his time, trying to slow things down. They know that they have that outlet there every time, and they could always go to it. It's another good ball. The goalkeepers are very alert though, and
he's playing very high off the line.
Yep.
But they have to put him under some pressure. Try a shot from outside because he's playing very, very high off the line.
Seems to be fashionable now for goalkeepers. Here he is called into action once again.
As we say, the goalkeepers are ball players now.
Yep. They must be able to use their legs. Must be able to distribute the ball, as is the case there, but to whom? Well,
to his bench.
That's what I'm saying. He found his teammates. It's just that those are the ones sitting on the bench. Can't say he didn't find a teammate. Just found somebody else. So 3 minutes of added on time.
3 minutes added to the first half.
And, so it's just those little things that we're seeing that the game isn't flowing as well as it should. And that's good. That's so much better. And even better there now. But the referees pulled him up. Thompson was the guilty man there, because I thought he had turned away from his opponent. Charles was the one who is left standing there, feeling the hurt. Might have just been struck in the face, it looks like. And but that didn't seem to have too much in it. However, you see This time the goalkeeper though is there and he makes a good take. Had to be aware there, Wilkin.
Very high. Big kick here.
Yep. Now the goalkeeper is the one who did the smart thing. He just backed off when he saw his defender was coming in attendance and he himself wasn't going to attack the ball. So good all-round play. That's even better. This could be dangerous here. No, oh, and he fell down. Well. Nobody touched him. And there was no bump on the field either. So Mingo just fell down. And he would have been one-on-one with the goal because the goalkeeper surprisingly didn't come for this one.
He was.
You know what? The goalkeeper stood there.
Actually in no man's land.
Yeah. You know, normally he'd be flying out of the air. We already saw him stop one with his head. On this occasion, he decided to just backpedal a little bit and stay in the area. That would have been a nice opening for Mingo had he kept his footing. Instead, he slipped and fell. You think that might encourage him to change his footwear and maybe get better?
Goalkeeper is keeping the ball like if he's up one. He needs to play the ball, try to get a goal.
Even in these added-on minutes here, you never know. Here's a chance. Can he get the shot?
That's a weak shot.
And I think part of it too, that the defender was applying pressure on Tavernier there. Just couldn't get any kind of direction and power in the shot. So there is the whistle to signal the end of the first half of this encounter. Game number 4 in the CFU Club Shield encounter between St. Vincent's North Leeward Predators and St. Martin's S.C.S.A. Eagles. And at the half, it is 1-0 in favor of the Predators. And Stern, we've spoken about it, a real kind of irky-jerky half. And this is like self-inflicted wounds on the part of both teams.
Yes, I think both teams are guilty of giving the ball away. Because I think they just need someone just needs to be controlling the game in the middle, calm it down, and keep passing the ball around. And the space is there. Mm-hmm. It's just to have patience to find it the right pass at the right time.
It certainly is. Hopefully they will discuss that, and we'll see when we come back in the second half of this encounter. So at the half, it is the Leeward Predators, the North Leeward Predators 1, the S.C.S.A. Eagles 0.
It doesn't matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.
As we get ready for the second half, let me again say a thanks to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, the TTFA, host for the 2026 CFU Club Shield, streaming on Blue Flow's premium streaming service. Home to every 2026 CPL T20 match, the Premier League, the Champions League, and more. Ask your local Flow representatives how to subscribe today. The 2026 CFU Under 14 Challenge Series is next month from August 16th to the 23rd in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. So as we get ready for second half action, well, we don't see this too often. Nice cool conditions here now. Really is brilliant for football stern, and it really is a little bit of a departure from what we had yesterday. Well, a big departure from what we had yesterday. I'm actually Mark working along with Sid Gray as we get the second half started in this one. It's 1-0 to the North Leeward Predators. And opportunity now for the Eagles to come forward with some kind of purpose. And it goes to nothing because it falls comfortably to Bristol in goal for the Predators. And so I think the Predators would be obviously the happier of the two teams. They have that goal, but they've shown that they're probably a little bit more organized than their opponents.
Yeah, I think the Predators maybe be happy with the 1-0 lead. When they really put things together, they really look good.
Cool, a chance here. He should score this. Really, I'm not sure what it is Mango was waiting on, but that you have to take that chance. He didn't even need to touch it to get 2 touches. He could have hit that first time.
That was a good play there. They are creating the opportunities, but they just need to put them away.
Yeah, man, it fell for him nicely there, and it just was an opportunity for him to hit the onion bag, even if the offside is called. But now at the other end, this could be a chance for the equalizer, and it goes behind the goal, so the goalkeeper is the one who was punching it away, and it goes behind. So it's going to be a corner kick for them, and you see how things change. You had a chance at this end. It didn't take, obviously, it was nullified by the offsides, but immediately they come down to the other end, and almost
a chance created.
Yep.
And this is when you have due care. You can create the chances on. I just need to see a couple players just take good care of this ball, and you can see the difference in the game.
It's not a bad corner. The goalkeeper is there. He's in some problems. The shot is blocked, and that's good defending there, because had that been on target, the goalkeeper was down, and for a moment there, Bristol's heart might have been in his hand there.
Giving it away again.
Eagles showing a little more fight here now. Can they really drive home this advantage? Here's Wilson. And running out of ideas there. Quickly now, they kind of move proceedings forward. Simmons plays it forward. Here's Mingo again. But the goalkeeper doesn't clear it, and he gives up on the play, really. You would think he would have tried to keep that in and keep the attack going, but he opted to let it run out of play. Maybe there's another long throw planned.
Maybe.
We've seen how effective these have been. Goalkeeper started to come and then decided against it. So certainly an opportunity there that they didn't take advantage of. And now they find themselves having to retreat. And the middle of the park is so open. And that's good football.
Oh, just giving it away again.
Yep. Doing all the hard work, but they're not out of the woods yet. Predators have to defend this. Well, I thought they had to defend it, but the pass again, not a good one.
Just passing in the general direction. Ruskin.
Yeah, they have to be more clinical with those. But when you get openings like those, you really want to take advantage. That's another good ball, but look where the keeper is. And we've seen so many of these offside calls now. By now, they should know.
Very high line.
Yep. And it's really tailor-made for them because they have good quickness on top. But the timing of those runs and the passes, the weight of the passes as well, is partly to blame for the spate of offside calls we're having.
Just need to time your run.
Well done. Now an opportunity here now. Still going. Can he get the cross in? And
that's
this is
a
a handle ball. Yep. Well. Just as we were saying, you had so many opportunities to put the team away and you didn't. And now there's a chance here for the Eagles to get back on level terms. And it's Tavernier who is the man lining it up.
And this is when you realize that you should be putting away those simple chances.
Yeah,
and not if they have scored those chances, I think the Eagles might have come out the second half with their heads down.
Okay, a little demoralized. But to their credit, they've created one or two good openings, and now they have a chance here, a real chance. So in the 51st minute of play, a penalty, Tavernier, and he scores.
That's a great penalty there, Ruskin. Up, as we see, up in the V.
Yep, up in the Japness. And I don't know which goalkeeper going to get that one, because it was hit with pace. So Khalid Tavernier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that goal for S.C.S.A. Eagles in the 52nd minute was scored by number 10, Khalid Tavernier. The score is S.C.S.A. Eagles 1, North Leeward Predators 1.
So 1-1 it is now. Tavernier, Khalid Tavernier, the man giving his team some hope here in the 51st minute of play. You look at it again, and
good run.
Yep. Referee thought about playing the advantage and then decided against it. Oh, he didn't have to blow. He could have let the play continue and then issue the card subsequently.
Yes, I thought he would have let that run. You could have seen the Predators had control of the ball and they were advancing. He was just eager to give that card.
Yeah, and well, you could easily have allowed the play to continue, but I suppose it's entirely up to the referee's discretion as to how it should be played. And still not happy with the spot from where the ball is being taken, the spot kick. Spring, the captain, looks up and sees that he has Durham with him. And, well, the ball seemed to hit the back.
We call that a back pass.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to S.C.S.A. Eagles' number 8, James O'Mary, in the 53rd minute.
What is interesting is to see how this goal energizes the Eagles. Do they find an opportunity now to really keep pressing? That's a good ball, just getting enough of a head or touch onto it. That's a good shot, though. I mean, it goes wide of the mark, but at least you could see him really trying to get his laces through the ball. And Durham probably just opened up his left shoulder a little bit too soon. If he kept it locked a little bit more, he probably would have gotten it starting maybe closer to the goal. And in a shot like that, you want to aim for the back post, and even if it curls, it's still going to be between the uprights. But 1-1 the scoreline, so that changes the whole complexion now. It could also be demoralizing for Predators because they must be thinking, we had so many opportunities. And now the coach has the entire bench, or most of the bench anyway, up and warming up. So he obviously is thinking about some changes here. He has to change something to get a spark. That's good football. Now the opportunity here. And why did he think he had to put that back on his left foot when it was right there on the right foot just to make a cross? Another long cross. He just had to stroke it. Didn't even have to hit it hard. Beal, the captain, and offside yet again to Simmons.
They are making too many simple mistakes, too many offsides. This is why the coaches are ball-headed, Ruskin.
I agree here. You say ball-headed.
Yeah, it seems to be pulling the hair out of the head.
And the thing is, as a player, you have to take that responsibility because it cannot be that you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, and nothing changes. It has to. You must change something. Either you change the direction of the run, you change the angle of the run, or change the starting point of the run, but something has to change. It cannot be the same offside every time. Good ball stolen there by Durham. And they're on the march now. That's a good ball. Is he still onside? The referee keeps the flag down. And why is he waiting on the defender? And now a chance to get it across. And he scores from a very, very tight angle indeed. Eventually, it's scored by Franklin. So he lost it. He got it back. He lost it again. And finally had the resolve. So what a response.
The hardest one, Ruskin. The simple ones. He muffed at them.
So Courtney Franklin gives his team the lead right away. What a response.
Look at it. Stutter step. Beating the defender. Ball fumbling between his legs. Keeper come and just slot it through his legs.
But the goalkeeper just sort of stood there, He didn't do anything. He just kind of stood there and left the gap there. So Courtney Franklin makes it 2-1 now in the 56th minute. So just 5 minutes after conceding, they're back in front again, almost as if they're saying, anything you can do, we could do better.
Yeah, making the game very difficult.
Well, now let's see if they settle down now and just play and forget that little mishap that resulted in the goal against them. And now they just put their foot on the pedal and just kind of take their opponents away.
Good hustle.
Yeah, you waited all day to make that pass.
That's a very good pass.
That's an opportunity. There should be another goal. If he could get around the goalkeeper. And he does. Excellent work once more. And now they've decided, well, let's just put this team away once and for all. And he certainly didn't waste any time on that occasion. The skipper showing them how it's done. Deal Spring.
That was a very good pass there, Ruskin. With some care. Played at the right piece. Good work there by the striker. Nice pass. Just behind the defender. Between the defender and the goalkeeper. Making the goalkeeper commit. Go around the goalkeeper and just slot it in.
The defender's trying to get back there. But again, the angle that they took, probably not the best angle. And found himself in no man's land. He allowed the attacker opportunity to control and to take the shot. So good finish. 2 excellent finishes we've seen here. We were screaming for this in the first half. Well, they probably said, okay, we've heard you. And here we go.
And Ruskin, and that's the same side. Coming from on the right-hand side. They have been making some inroads there. They have been getting through very easily on that right-hand side.
We were saying all along that all they need to do is time the runs and then let the ball lead them into the space. And that's precisely what we saw with that goal there. And again, just dwelling on the ball. Can't dwell on the ball because the tackles are coming thick and fast. That's a great, unfortunately, the run. Again, you could see, he saw Spring, but Spring didn't make the run. Spring was hoping to go straight. And the ball played, but played at the angle. And Spring gave up on it. Well, there's a player down, and that's why he just rolled it off the field. And this is a key man that is down there now. That's Naomi Brooks. And he's been having a fantastic game. I don't think they want to lose him at this stage.
Now is not the time.
It looks like it's a hamstring or something.
Muscle.
Yep. He may try to guts it out, but we'll see. So Jacobs is coming off.
As we see the magic spray.
Mm-hmm. And they are going to make the substitution.
I think he'll be off.
Yep.
Yes, he's struggling. You can see that.
It's not the ideal situation for them. So Chazil Ons is on, and also coming on is Yannick Denani. So 2 quick changes. And
they need some firepower.
Yeah, does this help them
to get back into the game?
Yeah. And that's good football. Spreading it wide. Wilson.
Substitution for S.C.S.A. Eagles in the 62nd minute. Leaving the game, number 4, Naomi Cooks, and number 9, Sandra Jacob.
It's like he's on go slow, blowing the whistle, Ruskin.
And number 14, Yannick Deening. Substitutions, S.C.S.A. Eagles.
So now they get another opportunity here now. Are they going to gift them another goal?
Pull it back.
Yeah, the referee's going to ask them to set the ball so he can organize his spacing. I haven't seen him pull out the spray as yet. Not sure if he has it. I saw in the World Cup, one of the referees, the spray can was, he tried, it was like exploded in his hand.
Yeah.
Like the trigger stayed down.
Yeah.
And the foam just kept coming out. Chance here.
And that's a good shot. Oh.
Yep. Trying to go towards goal immediately. And trying to get, and here's the player who just came on outside the One. And that's the wall there. You have to be mindful of that. That's almost like another man, another defender there, those lines. So you have to try to avoid it. And when you're playing your teammate into position, make sure he has opportunity to, one, collect the ball and not run afoul of that line.
Still trying these long balls.
Oh, that's beating him to it and trying to get there, getting there just in time there, Aaron Jones. And but again, look at how spread out they are. There's a left winger, there's a center forward, and there's a right winger. And they don't seem like, it's almost like they're not talking to each other. They're so far apart. Even now that Denani, or Deneen as he says, is on, he's going to have a lot of work to do. And I suppose it's kind of like how the modern game is played now. A lot of coaches like the wingers, especially on defense, to kind of stay wide. Don't. No, that's a good ball. This is even better. He could just take it in, take it straight into the area, and then pass it. And he does precisely that. But the man who just scored, Franklin, not able to convert.
I think Franklin could have even take a touch. Look at it. Got it.
He took a look. He saw where the defender was, and he pushed his foot at it instead of allowing the ball to hit it and guide it towards goal. Too easy. Taken away.
You're just giving it away too easy.
Predators 3-1 up now, and even there they just
sloppy game.
Allow the ball to just run over the line. And this is kind of like the frustration for the Eagles, because there's nobody in midfield that is sort of building the play on a consistent basis for them. Everything is quick, it's hurried, and everything coming out of midfield is either that long ball, that long diagonal ball that they're hoping will land properly. And as we've seen so far, a lot of time, well, most times, it's an errant pass, or it's overhit, or it's easily intercepted by the defense.
And Ruskin, and the sun is out now, so I know the players will be feeling the heat here, the extra heat. I know both of us are up here in this nice, cool area. We doesn't have to feel that.
Chance ball headed in, not taking any chances. And deciding that he's going to clear his lines there. Chance. So Chance on that near post or close to it anyway. And this is a good, well, I thought they were going to play it short just to break up the monotony a little bit, but they opted not to. And they had a chance because the man who was coming out was so far back. There was no chance. This one is easily cleared away. And one of the spectators, I don't know if they caught him on television or one of the assistant coaches, whoever it is, played the ball. He played it well, but like the players on the field, he's slipping and sliding, so he fell down. He's probably worried that we didn't get it on camera. I can assure him we didn't.
Go defensive, 3 against 1. Crowding him out.
Yep, and we've seen that so much in this game. Shot. That's not a bad effort. In fact, that's how they have to operate now. Every time, as we used to say long time, as you see white, try your luck. And he made good contact with that one. That is problems there. You can't let that ball drop in the defense like that. It could so easily have gone to the man in blue. See, he's so bent on playing that long ball that even though the man was a little bit reluctant to run, you could see him almost gesticulating that is where he wants to play it, and that is where it's going.
Both players are on the same line. One should have been wider or touching the line. I think if he was on the line touching it, he might have
had a chance.
Had a chance there, Ruskin.
Well, they're going to get their hydration break in the second half. So 68 minutes gone, and it's 3-1 now for North Leeward's Predators. And you'd have to say deservedly so. But you could also say, Sid, it could have been more, or should have been more.
Could have been more, should have been more. But that's how the games go sometimes, Ruskin. Create chance and you don't score.
Yeah, and they allow their opponents an opportunity to even level the scores at one point. When that should never have happened. You would think that they would have tacked on 2 or 3 by half time. and then
Try to demoralize your
cruise in
opponent.
the second half. Now they have to fight now.
Work extra hard into this, son.
Mm-hmm.
The less energy you use up in this tournament, it is much better for you.
Yeah, because you remember you're playing not tomorrow, but the day after. So you're not getting much rest. And I'm sure the coaches might want to do a walkthrough, maybe change some things. So you're not going to get much time off your legs. So we'll wait to see. Sadly for these players, they don't have the World Cup that most people would have just been kind of relaxing and, off your feet and watching. Now that they don't have that, people tend to find things to do, and unfortunately, a lot of times it keeps them on their feet. Unless the coaches are very strict with how they approach their off time. And you always have to keep your eye on the bigger picture, I'd have to say. So we get ready for the resumption here. As the Predators in blue by 3-1. They're leading this contest against the Eagles in yellow. The Eagles from Saint Martin. And for a lot of these teams, Sid, it's such a good opportunity for them to travel as a group, because that builds camaraderie, and helps you to gel as a unit. And then if you have success on the field, that just adds to it. He threw that.
Strong tackle coming in there.
Yeah, he was there. That's Charles. Aden Charles. Now another opportunity. Can he get the ball over early o'clock? Good ball. There should be a goal. Saved. Brilliant save. And but they're not out of the woods as yet. Now they could breathe a little bit, but only just. And now is he going to get the shot? He decided against it. That's a little bit tight. And he's sweeping everything. Twice he put in the slide, and twice he succeeded. But that is going to take a lot of energy out of him. And I'm sure he'll be disappointed there, because after all that work, the ball is coming back at him now the other way.
He's a skill there again.
The turning here is the goal scorer, Franklin. He plays a nice little ball there, probably a little too straight.
Didn't have the curl.
Yep.
Needs to be curling back.
Opportunities, play the ball. He still hasn't. It's almost like he didn't see his teammate running away there. And with a good run, making a brilliant run. And then only for it to be
Good
lost.
ball.
Another opportunity now. Can they get bodies in the box? Should be a first-time shot.
Offside.
Really, when they look back at this film, I'm sure the coaches will point out just those little things that they're not doing that they could do that to make their lives easier as a group. Play it early, play it to the foot of the player as much as possible, and let them control and run. He did well. From on his buttocks, he's able to take the ball away and keep possession of it as well. So Astra Carrillo doing very well, as is
Good
this
ball.
man there. Calva plays a long ball, but again quickly intercepted. So when they do good things, it looks good, but then they spoil it by just giving it away, and that has been a recurring theme.
Giving it away again.
Yeah, nice read on the part of Wilson there, but he returns the favor. And away he goes once more, but he's falling down. And how often have we seen that? That's a good bullet play. Chance, saved by the keeper, and that opportunity goes begging, but that was another clear-cut chance for them to add to their lead.
Keeper has made some brilliant save here today.
Now they're starting to get bodies forward again. Here's O'Meara. And away they come quickly now. Charles picks it up there. Franklin plays a good ball, and it's almost like he wasn't sure how he was going to attack the ball there. Simmons.
That should be a foul.
Yep, he was trying to hook his man there. Deneen. So 3-1. It was 1-0 at the half, and then a penalty converted by Khalid Tavernier made it 1-1 in the 51st minute of play. But since that time, an immediate response. Franklin in the 56th, and then in the 58th, Spring. And the men in blue are leading by 3-1 and threatening some more.
That one will run out for throwing. Throwing for Predators.
It's really when they have to consider themselves, and this is going to stay with the men in yellow. Well, I thought so, but it's going the other way. It looked like it hit the back leg on the way out.
It's time to throw for the Eagles. Thought this one would have gone for the Eagles.
So they're getting ready to make a couple substitutions as well. They need to find something here because they're trailing, and Charles pulled up there for using his hands illegally. Just kind of warding off his man. That's what in American football you call that a stiff arm. And that's a legal play. In soccer it's not, but in American football it's very legal.
Free kick there for the Eagles. That'll be a good spot to whip it in.
Yeah, and they must be thinking in terms of getting numbers in the box, and attack the ball when it's in the air. And that is the first thing. They have to get it into the danger zone in the area and give their players a chance in there. Now they have 5 in the box now, and another 2 just lurking outside the area. And they have 2 playing back as well. So any weak headers out, they have 2 men cleaning up.
Needs to be more up the field, condense the pitch.
Yep, but the first order of business is the cross. It has to be a good one. That's not a bad cross, and problems in there. And the goalkeeper, though, is buried in the process. Bristol stayed down. And only now is being helped up, but he certainly took a pounding there.
Needs to be tough. Needs to be more aggressive.
So now we have the substitutions being made.
12 minutes again, Ruskin.
Yep.
For Eagles to make a comeback.
Yeah, but they have to also see themselves as being and also the Eagles making a couple substitutions.
touch.
Franklin now. That ball cannot be allowed to travel. It has to pass through so much traffic. Here he is again. You thought he might have lost it. That's a good ball. Referee says play on. The assistant. And
Poor cross again.
Yep. How often have we seen that?
Going for the big ball again.
And that seems to be the plan coming out of midfield. They're not, because they don't have the numbers in the midfield, they're not even dwelling on it. They're just playing it. Shot from distance, almost like if he's given up on that one. He just decided, look, let me just have a swing from here.
There have been 3 substitutions.
Signs of desperation there, Ruskin.
Leaving the game, number 7, Adding Charles, number 19, Dishard Simmons, and number 27, Keyshawn Durham. Entering the game, number 14, Kenyon Delpesh, number 17, Gideon Richards, and number 30, Chanice Fraser. Substitutions, North Leeward Predators in the 79th minute.
That should be offside.
Also substitutions for S.C.A.
And eventually the flag goes up.
Leaving the game, number 6, Augustus Calvar, and number 8, James Omer. Entering the game, number 16, Nicole Jones, and number 19, Jamali Fontenelle.
Predators won it back, giving it away again. And
look at how the field is suppressed there. That's a good ball because now everybody's facing the same direction. The idea was good to try to get it across, but picked up easily on defense, and they still have it. Why does he think he wants to go back there when you have all these players on this side of the field?
just lumping it down the road, the Eagles.
Had his man right there for the spanner toe, but the defender just got a toe in. So the game just kind of, in terms of the quality,
Yes, just fading away.
going, yeah, they just seesawing from one end to the next.
The more tired they get, less quality.
Here we go again. Another opportunity. Took his time, and then he loses that battle. That's good defense. And now defense turned into offense. And a bit of work here.
Think this one will just run away. Oh,
he did well, but he kind of stopped, almost as if he stopped to take a look. And that kind of slowed him down a little bit. I thought he would have gone, get the ball, and then try to set up. But he still has a corner kick. 82 minutes gone now, 82 and a half minutes roughly. And this one, time running away from them. Eagles plays it short and not well executed, but a good idea. You could see what they were trying to do. And that's what we were saying earlier. When they had the opportunity to play the short corner at this end, somehow they just decided, no, we'll wait and just put it in. This occasion, they played the short corner. Always on. And he could repeat it again. This time, but look who's reading it very well. And he loves that. That is his bread and butter there, to play out as a sweeper. Excellent football now. Predators again. How careless can they be? But nobody seemed to want to go for the ball. If he just pulls the ball back, he has two blue shirts there waiting. And choice of pass is what you call that.
Try to trip the goalkeeper, just pass it right into his hands.
So somebody has to just put, as they say, put the foot on the ball and make something happen. And that didn't have to be a lofted pass. Just roll it. Yep. Because he doesn't need power. He just has to get it to his teammate in the easiest fashion.
Simple football. It is all format. They are just making it very difficult for themselves. Trying to do too much.
And this is what happens when you play a certain way and the quality of the opposition doesn't pressure you or punish you when you make mistakes like that. Chance here now for him to run, and he's quick and he's still going, but he's forcing him wide, which is excellent defending. When you get there, now is the time for you to really show your skill and try to turn it away. But we're going to have another couple substitutions, one for each team. And coming off now is
number 3.
Ashokarajo. Number 3 is being replaced by number 18. And I think coaches also must be thinking now. So Mingo, who scored that first goal, is also being replaced by the number 11, Keto. Jovan Keto. And coming in is the number 18 for the Eagles, Diaz.
So a touch flick is a flick on.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that the goalkeepers are not that bad in this game. And he just warded him off there.
From what I've seen in the last day and today, the goalkeepers has been doing pretty well.
Yeah, they've done their work.
For S.C.S.A. Eagles in the 86th minute. Leaving the game, number 3, Timothy.
You haven't really seen any much blunders from the goalkeeper.
Well, speaking of blunders here, but his defense is going to tidy it up for him.
Also in the 86th. Leaving the game, number 9, Kobe Mingo. Entering the game,
And just coming in there and feeling that little push, nudge in the back there.
Good save again.
Joseph, yep. We still have the player down on the ground. They're trying to get the referee's attention.
Fine, it's pretty strange. Why should I throw it out? You had the ball, your player was down, you start the game. Now, I have to see about your player when I have the chance to attack.
Yep. And I don't think he got stepped on, but he got pushed in the back.
Yeah, but his player was on the ground when he starts the game.
Yep, he really was a pancake he got there. And that's Kanija Joseph. This is an opportunity now for the Eagles to, apart from getting a little quick drink, also to get some instructions. See if they could change things up here a little bit. But could be a case of too little, too late from them. They're down 3-1. And you have to say, apart from the goal, the penalty, they really haven't
created that much.
They haven't really tested the goalkeeper to any, large extent to suggest that they're deserving of more goals. But you could probably think back to the misjudgment when he left it and it clamped off the bar. He thought it was going out. But outside of that, not much else to write home about. They've had 1 or 2 good pieces of approach work, but the passes, those final passes, and the fact that they're trying to play these long balls out of midfield. Look at it again. They play one, and then it's everything going forward. Can you get the cross in? Thought about it, still going. and then loses. So that's probably the frustration for the coach, because he's seeing them when they put the ball down and do what he's probably asking them to do, how well they do it. And then for no good reason, they tend to go away from it, and things change. So Predators now showing their capabilities, and the ball though continues to change hands. That's better, just to stroke it. Now there was a shot. Well, if it's a pass, it's way off target, and that's the substitute Fontenelle, who's just come on.
4 minutes.
Yeah, so we have 4 minutes of added on time here to bring the end of the game of today's triple header. We had 3 yesterday. We have another 3 today. And this is just the first of 3. So this is the opening game. And it looks as if another quick substitution. So Franklin is going to come off. He's had a good game. And he's been replaced by Williams, Navid Williams. And so the same man trying there. So another, so you say, empty trip. Nothing to show for him. And we're playing an added on time now, just about a minute of the 4 minutes.
Good hustle.
Yep, he's stuck with him all the time. That's the man who's just come on. That's a great ball. Just a little too strong there. And Williams, Navid Williams, getting involved immediately. And now we have another player going down. Cramp. And that's Richards. He came on as a substitute a little while ago, so you might have to sub the sub.
He's asking for a change.
I don't know if they have any more subs. Well, they might have, but I don't know if they've used up their allotment.
That's their big defender. Number 17.
Yep. Parker. Loxley Parker. He's the captain. So they desperately need him to stay out there. And we already in added on time, so this was going to just lengthen the added on time.
Yes.
We had 10 minutes yesterday, but we with cause, because we had those 2 long injury timeouts.
2 concussion.
Yep. And eventually the players had to be removed. But here's the captain now. He's probably feeling the effects of all the running and kicking that he's had to do. And as we were saying yesterday, when you're playing on a small field, you can afford to do all that running around because you're not running far. But when you play on a field this size, the amount of work you end up doing, it really can take its toll on you. The header's just not good enough, and a back heel that almost goes awry. And, so keep it simple. And Bristol on this occasion not able to keep the play alive. So both teams can look to point to areas where they need to improve.
They could have done much better.
Yep.
think we'll have no much more time.
Nope, but they have time. They could probably launch another attack here. And quickly just throw it for him. If he yes, because you have your man, he's moving. But that's good defense there. Excellent defending. And that's, remember, they're still down a man because Loxley is
Still off.
still getting treatment. And that's too easy for the goalkeeper.
Referee's looking at his watch.
Well, it's really how much time he's going to add on here now to see this. Here's Denane. It's a strong tackle. And referee says play on. And coming from behind there and just wiping his man away is Fontanelle.
He's not giving in any card. What's the sense giving in a card right now? I'm going to blow off this game.
But he's in some difficulty, and you don't want to be the unfortunate one to get injured with the last kick of the game. And they're removing the shoe.
Maybe he's catching some cramps as well.
Yep, I think a lot of them will be catching cramps because this is a demanding surface. We're hoping it's nothing more than just cramp. The calf is probably stiffening up on him. And that's a captain, Dale Spring. So even as the team is looking ready to advance, they cannot allow or afford for him not to be a part of the next game on Sunday.
Have 24 hours at least to recover.
Yep, it's going to take a lot of massaging. You could see him saying it's pulling.
A lot of water, fluid, a lot of carbohydrates, salts,
and a lot of rest.
Rest. Not to be. They don't need to get caught up into this lifestyle in Trinidad, and it's a Friday.
Not important. I don't want to hear about the avenue.
You will be surprised, Ruskin. You might see them in the avenue later if you pass by.
Oh, man. What is the priority? The priority has to be, the next game.
Yes, but we know these guys, Ruskin. Depending on what they want.
This could be a chance here now if he goes to the angle that goes away from the goal, when all he had to do is just try and pass the ball to the man first time. And there we go for a little donkey ride, a little cookie back there.
We're into the 7th minute now, Ruskin.
Yep.
8 minutes, sorry.
We did have the stoppage for the injury, but I think the whistle will come anytime now. And there it is. Just as we suspected. 3-1. The final score, the North Leeward's Predators comfortably winning this one by a 3-1 margin. The team from St. Vincent the Grenadines, all smiles, the men in blue, as they walk off 3-1 winners over S.C.S.A. Eagles from St. Martin. And they will advance while the St. Martin team will be eliminated. So congratulations to them. And Sid, not the best game, but you saw enough to suggest that the Predators, they know what they want to do. It's really the execution that has been their downfall today.
Yes, I think the execution is their downfall. Defensively, early in the game, you could have seen their strategy trying to out-hustle the Eagles. And they had done that early in the game. But later down into the game, when their legs has been going and the tiredness has been stepping in, you could have seen them gone away from it. And the concentration level was not there for a long period of time.
Yep. And you always say, don't play it to your competition level, play to your level. And if they can't keeper will come up to your level. Then so here we go for some of the highlights. And a shot into the side netting. And they got close enough, and really he had options back in the middle that probably could have used. Eagles also threatening here. And once again, not able to take full advantage. But that was the penalty, actually, when the ball bubbled up and struck the hand and put away nicely there by Tavernier, Khalid Tavernier. But then an immediate response 5 minutes later, and this is good work. The ball for a moment looked like he had lost it. The goalkeeper kind of found himself in no man's land there without even making a tackle. And that was it. To the lead restored 2-1, and then this brilliant pass sets the captain through Deal Spring, and he also, from a fairly tight angle, found the back of the net. There were numerous other opportunities, and they just couldn't take it. That man, again there, Franklin, probably eyeing his second goal of the evening, but it wasn't to be. 3-1 it ended. And of course, remember, don't go too far. We have another game coming up at about 1:30. We hope you could join us then. We're chatting here with Curtly Franklin. Congratulations on not just a win, but also a goal. How are you feeling?
First, I want to thank God for the opportunity. Yes, coming to the match now, I feel very good for the team performance and a goal coming into this game.
You all were leading 1-0 at the half, but I got the impression you all could have scored so much more in that first half. What was the discussion at halftime?
Well, it's just a bit of telling us what we could do better so we could go out and execute the plan, and we went out and we did just that.
But how are you feeling now that you advanced to the second? I mean, that would have been the goal all along.
Well, we are the team that we're not really used to this tournament, so coming into this tournament and getting a victory and moving on is a very good plus for us.
How about the folks back home? What do you think they're feeling about the team's performance?
Well, we came here to represent North Leeward and the entire country, so I know for sure once they keep looking on and they watch this game today, they are very proud of us.
Well, congratulations to you, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next round.
Thank you very much.
Right there, of course, Mr. Franklin, who scored one of the goals, and certainly the man who we are looking forward to coming forward in the next round of the competition. We're just standing by to see if we get the captain, or the coach rather, of the Eagles outfit, because they have really been the ones who, to some degree, they haven't really been able to execute everything that they wanted to do today, but hopefully they'll be able to get it done the next time around. Unfortunately, they have to exit the tournament, but as we told you, the boys from North Leewards are the ones moving on. Don't go too far. We have game 2 coming up in a short.
Visit streamblue.com or contact Flo to learn how to subscribe.
It doesn't matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
The CFU 2026 Club Shield, brought to you by the Caribbean Football Union.